Peace, 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 everyone. It's Takesha, Mr. Love Light Energy, whatever you may know me as. Sending you supreme wellness vibes, optimal health, and an abundance of wealth. I wanted to touch base and really come on and speak to those who have been following my cannabis journey, and thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, engaging on my Black Women Who Blaze page. The reason I started Black Women Who Blaze is because I wanted to highlight Black women in the cannabis industry who are doing great things, as well as, speak on and change the stereotypes and stigmas that go along with cannabis consumption, especially in the Black community. And for Black women, we do consume. A little bit about me: I probably started as a teenager uh, consuming, but it was pretty well hidden. And even into my adult years, not everyone knew or knows that I consume cannabis. I get that a lot. I get, oh wow, you smoke or you whatever, for whatever reason. People are surprised. But yes, I do, and I have. I'm not a heavy consumer. I'm more of a microdoser, a toker, and also I don't really smoke like I used to, smoking blunts and things like that when I was younger. But I do consume it via, ingesting tinctures, edibles, concentrates, and oils, and topicals, all sorts of things like that. And for me, I am a medical marijuana patient. I did register with my state. I went through the processes, and one day I will get a video up here to help those who are interested, kind of guide you into how to go about doing that. But for me, I thought it was very imperative for me to have access to cannabis for medicinal uses, and also recreational, but primarily because really it was a time, I had a family member at the time who was diagnosed with cancer and, very ill. And I knew that cannabis consumed, there was certain concentrations, certain strains, whether it be THC or CBD, were able to help in that area, and we just didn't have access to it medically. And for what I wanted to do, I really didn't want to use street bud, for lack of a better term, in order to create the concentrate. I wanted something that was tested in labs and things like that to make sure it was free of molds and pesticides and things like that. And, it really was too late. And I didn't want that to happen again. So when it became legal in my state for medical uses, and I knew that I had qualifying conditions, I went forward with becoming a patient, and also now a certified cannabis advocate, so we can change the way that this herb, this plant, this blessing to us is viewed. Of course, anything consumed, can become harmful to you if the intention for something else is there, and you become addicted or accustomed to it. I mean, there's levels. Everything is not for everybody. But I studied complementary and alternative health for a bit, and I always self-studied with plants and herbs. I mean, I love the earth. I love what she has to offer us. There's so many more, so much more, and many more herbs and things for us to learn about. And so that is my thing. If you know me, I'm always making something and concocting something, and creating salves and things like that. So this was just, in addition to what I already was doing. So I wanted to thank everyone who has subscribed, who's liked my page, who's shared, who's commented, who has encouraged, um, who showed interest, who decided not to be judgmental, and I encourage you to do your research and, help us, help me advocate for change and legalization and the ability for patients to be able to grow their own and eventually recreationally grow your own plant and consume for personal use. And so thank you everyone for tuning into my shenanigans and my high teas. There'll be a lot more content coming in regards to the cannabis uses, the benefits, and of course I'll be showing different flowers and getting into terpenes and the different CBDs and CBGs and THCs and THCA. What are all these chemical makeups and things like that? So I appreciate you all. Again, my cannabis story is pretty, I can go in depth, but I just wanted to keep this video short, and maybe one day I will do one and speak about what exactly, I was diagnosed with and what pointed me towards cannabis instead of traditional medicine and having to medicate in those areas. Okay, so take care of yourselves, stay well, supreme wellness, number one priority. Peace.